In the intense struggle of World War II, few moments stand out as powerfully as the breaching of Hitler's Atlantic Wall. This massive fortification, stretching across Europe's western coastline, was constructed to repel Allied invasions and safeguard Nazi-controlled territories. Breaking through this seemingly impenetrable defense was not just a tactical necessity, but a monumental turning point in the war. The story of how the Allies overcame it is one of relentless planning, innovative tactics, and unparalleled bravery. Let us delve into the Mastermind strategy that completely wrecked Hitler's Atlantic Wall, a tale that reshaped the course of history in Western Europe. By 1944, Hitler had transformed Europe's coastline into a 2,400-mile-long fortress known as the Atlantic Wall. Spanning from Norway to Spain, it was a web of bunkers, minefields, artillery emplacements, and beach defenses designed to thwart any invasion attempt. Hitler, fearing an Allied landing in France, poured vast resources into the project. Under the supervision of Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, the Atlantic Wall became central to Germany's strategy for holding Western Europe. For the Nazis, it was more than a defense system. It was a symbol of dominance and an assurance to the German people of their regime's invincibility. Rommel's involvement in fortifying the wall brought meticulous attention to detail. Every potential landing site bristled with anti-tank obstacles, steel hedgehogs, barbed wire, and concealed artillery. Beaches were lined with mines and sharp metal spikes designed to rip apart landing craft. The fortifications reflected a deep-rooted belief that Europe could be defended at its shores, and Hitler's confidence in the wall's strength was unwavering. For the Allies, however, breaching this colossal barrier was not just a challenge but an imperative step toward liberating France and driving Nazi forces out of Western Europe. The stakes for the Allies could not have been higher. To succeed, they needed a strategy capable of outwitting and overwhelming one of the most fortified positions in history. Under the leadership of Supreme Allied Commander General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Allies devised Operation Overlord, a meticulously planned assault targeting Normandy's coastline. This operation would involve over 156,000 troops, 5,000 ships, and 200 aircraft in what became the largest amphibious invasion in history. However, numbers alone would not guarantee victory. To overcome the Atlantic Wall, the Allies had to combine deception, coordination, and cutting-edge military innovation. Central to the Allied plan was deception. Recognizing that the Atlantic Wall's strength lay in its ability to concentrate German firepower at key landing sites, the Allies launched Operation Fortitude, a campaign designed to mislead the enemy. Through fake radio transmissions, inflatable tanks, and even a phantom army under General George Patton, the Allies convinced the Germans that the invasion would occur at Calais, not Normandy. This ruse ensured that German forces were scattered, leaving the real target less defended. Meanwhile, Allied forces prepared for the daunting task of breaking through the wall itself. Months of intense training focused on overcoming the fortifications. Specialized units rehearsed clearing mines, dismantling barbed wire, and neutralizing bunkers. Engineers developed innovative vehicles, known as Hobart's funnies, which included tanks equipped to lay bridges, crush obstacles, and even float ashore. These inventions would prove invaluable in breaching the defenses. As the Allies readied their forces, Rommel continued to strengthen the Atlantic Wall. Aware that an invasion was inevitable, he laid millions of mines and oversaw the deployment of more artillery and beach defenses. However, Rommel also knew that the wall's effectiveness depended on swift reinforcements, something he feared Germany might not be able to provide in time. His concerns would prove prophetic. On June 6, 1944, the day the Allies launched their daring assault, the operation began in the early hours with paratroopers from the U.S. 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions, as well as British airborne forces, dropping behind enemy lines. Their mission was to sow chaos, disrupt German communications, and sabotage reinforcements. Despite being scattered by anti-aircraft fire, these soldiers accomplished key objectives, creating confusion among German defenders and delaying their response to the beach landings. As dawn broke, waves of Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, divided into 5 sectors: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. Each beach presented unique challenges, but nowhere was the fighting more brutal than at Omaha Beach. There, U.S. forces faced withering machine gun fire, minefields, and customary cliffs. Landing craft were destroyed before reaching shore, and many soldiers were cut down as they disembarked. Yet, through sheer determination and courage, American troops pushed forward, eventually silencing the German defenses and securing a foothold. Key to the success of the beach assaults were the specialized vehicles and equipment deployed by the Allies. At Gold, Juno, and Sword beaches, British and Canadian forces used Hobart's funnies to neutralize obstacles and clear paths for infantry. Flamethrower tanks torched German bunkers, while mine-clearing tanks detonated deadly explosives. These innovations, coupled with relentless air and naval bombardments, dismantled the Atlantic Wall's once daunting defenses. Despite the Allies' successes, German forces fought tenaciously to repel the invasion. Coastal batteries unleashed devastating artillery fire, and machine gun nests rained bullets on advancing troops. However, Hitler's misjudgment regarding the invasion's location played a critical role in the wall's collapse. Believing Normandy to be a diversion, he delayed sending reinforcements, a decision compounded by Rommel's absence as he traveled to Germany. By the time reinforcements were mobilized, the Allies had already established a beachhead. Breaking through the Atlantic Wall marked only the beginning of a grueling campaign. Inland, the Allies encountered the bocage, the dense hedgerows of Normandy, which provided excellent cover for German defenders. Here, ambushes and close-quarters combat tested the Allies' resilience. Adaptation became key. American engineers devised Rhino tanks equipped with hedge cutters, enabling troops to advance through the challenging terrain. The Battle of the Hedgerows underscored the complexity of the fight beyond the beaches. Logistics also played a vital role in sustaining the invasion. To support their forces, the Allies constructed temporary harbors called mulberries, which facilitated the continuous flow of supplies, reinforcements, and equipment. These artificial ports bypassed heavily fortified ports, ensuring the momentum of the campaign. The mulberries, along with the Allies' mastery of coordination, highlighted the ingenuity that underpinned the success of Operation Overlord. The psychological impact of breaching the Atlantic Wall reverberated far beyond Normandy. News of the invasion galvanized resistance movements across Europe, inspiring acts of sabotage and guerrilla warfare against German occupiers. For the people of occupied France, the sight of Allied troops breaking through the walls symbolized the long-awaited hope of liberation. Civilians supported the Allies by gathering intelligence, disrupting supply lines, and aiding in executing battle plans for the next event. For the German High Command, the breach shattered confidence in Hitler's strategies. Rommel, who had warned of the wall's vulnerabilities, saw his worst fears realized. Hitler's belief in the wall's impregnability began to crumble, creating discord among his generals. The psychological blow to German forces, coupled with the Allies' relentless advance, marked the beginning of the end for Nazi control in Western Europe. The fall of the Atlantic Wall was more than a military victory. It was a testament to the power of innovation, unity, and human determination. The lessons of D-Day resonate to this day, emphasizing the importance of adaptability, deception, and collaboration in overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The remnants of the wall now stand as somber reminders of the sacrifices made and the resilience of those who fought for freedom. In the grand narrative of World War II, the breaching of the Atlantic Wall remains a defining moment, a symbol of hope, and a testament to the Allied forces' unyielding resolve. This victory not only liberated France, but also laid the foundation for the eventual defeat of Nazi Germany, reshaping the future of Europe and the world. The story of D-Day serves as an enduring reminder that even the most formidable barriers can be overcome through courage, ingenuity, and perseverance.